Hey peeps! So, January is fast approaching. It's January tomorrow. It's New Year's Eve tonight. So, if you're thinking about your resolutions, I've just posted a video about resolutions. But also, I'm urging everybody, if you're not vegan already, to sign up for Veganuary. It's how I became vegan. I signed up for Veganuary. You know, I've been watching Infinite Waters, and Ralph Smart's always saying about 7-day vegan challenge, and how, you know, being vegan, like, brings you in line with all your beliefs and, like, helps you feel good when you're not putting death in your body, and all these different positive things that made veganism sound pretty awesome and in line with who I am already and who I'm meant to be. So, to become my greatest version. So, you know, and also I'd seen the cruelty, I'd seen the effects to the environment, and, you know, I thought, you know, I'm going to try it, but I'm trying it for a month because I like a challenge. I thought about being vegetarian for like a second, and I was like, no, I want a challenge. You know, it's easy to give up meat. I could do that easily. I hardly ate any meat anyway. It was cheese I had on everything. So yeah, and being lactose intolerant, not very good. So I knew that's what I needed to part with, and it's actually, cheese is actually addictive because it has casomorphines in it, which is what makes the calves come back for more, so they get addicted to their mother's milk slightly, with this morphine-like substance that's in the casein, and, you know, that makes them come back for more, so that the calf keeps feeding. But there's actually way more of this casomorphin in cow's milk than there is in human milk, and so then that's way too much for us when we're drinking that. That's causing terrible effects, and we're getting like hooked on it. And in cheese, it's like concentrated milk, so it's even stronger. So it actually sets off the receptors in our brain the same as morphine would. So yeah, it is addictive. So I knew that subconsciously, that I was addicted to cheese and always had way too much of it throughout my life. I've felt so much better since giving up dairy, or letting go of dairy, because I didn't give up anything becoming vegan. I've only gained so much. So, Veganuary. So I thought, right, I'm going to do Veganuary and see how I go. So within that month, I watched Cowspiracy, Forks Over Knives, and then later, after What the Health had come out, I'd watched that also. So they're all documentaries that you should check out. So I basically studied about veganism during that month of Veganuary, and once I found out things about animal agriculture and the detrimental effects it is having on this planet, I knew there was no going back. Like, I'd be stupid to go back. And it's just like, once you have that like trifecta of, like, you know, animal abuse, or like for the animals, helping the animals, and, you know, for the planet, helping the planet, and for health for self, that trifecta of things just kept me standing up. It was like a tripod of veganism that's holding me there, and there's just no going back from that. You know, why would I cause harm to others? Why would I fuck up the planet? And why would I fuck up myself? All for what? For my taste buds? We flavour all our meat and dairy and stuff with plants to make it taste nice. You don't just have it on its own. So we can recreate all these textures and flavours that we miss. We can recreate this. It can be done. Anything that you want can be made vegan. So why, you know, and I thought this is the easiest time than ever to be vegan. And now, even 2 years later, I mean, there's even more, it's even easier. There's even more resources and stuff, you know. You can try Challenge 22 or Vegan 22 or Vegan Easy. There's all these resources out there to help us. Definitely check out nutritionfacts.org. So that's great for finding out all the latest information on nutrition. And, you know, Dr. Greger set it up, and he wrote the book How Not to Die, which is a great book. And that talks about the daily dozen, the dozen things you need to eat a day. Fuck the 5 a day. That's too basic. That's not anything. It's saying these 12 different things you need every day to be healthy and happy, and how many you need of that to get all the nutrients that you need. So yeah, Dr. Greger's Daily Dozen app. Download it for free now. It's really helpful. It's really useful. It's really simple to use. It just tells you the things, and you can tick it off, and it has, you know, portion sizes and also links to videos if you want to watch a video on it. So check out nutritionfacts.org. There's lots of easy digestible videos on there made from all the latest scientific research and evidence. You know, these are all facts of what's happening, and it's all up to date. So if you're interested in health and nutrition and things, check out What the Health documentary. It's on Netflix. And Forks Over Knives, or Food Choices, is another good documentary on there. And for environment, you want to watch Cowspiracy. Seaspiracy has just come out as well. So these are great ones to watch. And also they have websites. If you want to just go and find the information on their websites, then you can check that out. Or there's shortened versions on YouTube if you'd like a little taster. So Cowspiracy and What the Health are made by the same people. And I love the format in it. They break it down to see how we're sort of lied to by the industry, and how money and finance and different things, and how the whole system and stuff works. And it's a bigger conspiracy. It's bigger than what we first suspect. And the guy just looked into it. Like in Cowspiracy, he was taking showers, riding his bike, doing all these things to reduce his impact on the earth, and he didn't have an idea that animal agriculture was causing such an impact on the earth, like a negative impact, and that all these things he was doing wasn't creating that much of a positive impact compared to just giving up meat, fish, eggs and dairy. So yeah, and then he was wondering, why aren't all the health organizations or like charities promoting these things? Profit. So really interesting. And then the same with What the Health, and it shows how the pharmaceutical industry and the food industry and all these industries are all linked together in creating more profit. Yeah, healing people is not creating profit. There's no big broccoli, guys. So definitely check those out. Going back to Dr. Greger, you should definitely just find some of his videos on YouTube. Dr. Greger, Michael Greger, he is a great physician, and he's just got this great personality and explains things in such an interesting way. And, you know, Dr. Klaper, Michael Klaper, he's also a great physician. So there's loads on there. Check out Plant-Based News on YouTube. There's like loads of information on there, and they put out a documentary each year of like vegan, whatever year it is. So I just watched Vegan 2018. I've got a video about that. And that was just really inspiring. So if you'd like to find out more stuff, or like people to look out for or things like that, definitely watch those and check out Plant-Based News. Different activists to check out. So Joey Carbstrong, he is awesome. Definitely check out his stuff. He's got some brilliant videos, and you know, all of these people have really interesting, inspiring stories. So Joey Carbstrong used to be in gangs and things when he was younger. He was sort of indoctrinated into these negative groups of people, and he actually, you know, was drinking lots and, you know, abusing alcohol and things like that. And then he ended up going to prison for a little while, and during that time he sobered up and, you know, got himself together properly, and then when he came out, he like became vegan, and like since then he's just progressed loads in his life and is really come into himself and had been inspiring millions of people. And you know, he's just such a great guy, and he's come from this rough background and really like changed his whole life around, you know. So anyone can be vegan. So inspiring to see these people that have come from violent, angry backgrounds and have flipped it and are now these beautiful, compassionate, amazing people that are spreading love throughout the world. So him and his girlfriend, she films all the footage for him, and you know, they just go around doing this amazing work, amazing activism. And you know, if you get a chance to go to one of his workshops or something like that, do it. You know, that's how what set things in motion for me, was going to one of his workshops, and it was brilliant. But his videos are great. You know, he's such a passionate guy, and you know, so compassionate. It's brilliant. So then there's Earthling Ed, who's from the UK, and he's awesome. I saw him and met him this year. I met Joey Carbstrong as well. But yeah, met him this year, and Earthling Ed's doing great things. He goes into different schools to talk about veganism, and you know, he's just, when I heard him speak, his speech, like the vibrations reverberated through me and lifted me up with this fire, and oh, it was just so inspiring, unbelievable. And he's such a nice guy to me, and just doing real big amazing things. And you know, I think he set up Surge, and that, you know, that they helped set up the official animal rights march, which is amazing. And also made the documentary Land of Hope and Glory, which is what we play at our Cube of Truths, which shows footage from standard practice animal agriculture all across the UK. And it's in all different places, so, you know, it's not isolated incidents, it's happening all over. So, another documentary to watch is Dominion. Dominion is the most powerful thing I've ever watched. It's so well made. It's quite heavy to watch, I will warn you, but I think anyone who has ever consumed animal products in any way needs to watch this film. We must face up to what we have done. We must acknowledge these victims and look into their eyes and see what is happening. We cannot ignore their story. We cannot ignore what is happening to them, their reality. We cannot ignore their reality. We must see this, and we must share it. And we can't be scared, because what are they going through? They are scared. So us watching it is like nothing compared to what the animals are going through and what the activists went through, going undercover to capture this footage. So the least we can do is to watch it. I've seen it twice. You know, I donate to them monthly. I'm part of the Dominion Action Team. Yay! That just means that I donate monthly. And when you do that, you also get discounts at different vegan places. I still need to do a video on the little gift pack that I got to like say what came with it, but that's very belated. Anyway, so some more activists to check out. I'll just make this quick. James Aspey, he is amazing. He's my favourite activist. He just has the best approach, best way with people. He's so loving and gentle and peaceful and compassionate, and just such a cool dude at the same time. You just can't argue with it. He's just like peaceful, happy, cool dude that's just, you know, you can't argue with that, because he's not confrontational, and it just makes you think in this kind of chilled manner that you're just like, oh yeah, fair, I can't argue with that dude. And yeah, so, and James Aspey's had a real interesting life. I think it was 17 when he got diagnosed with cancer, and so he overcome that. He's also overcome like bulimia and drug addiction and all these different things. So I think the drug addiction had come from like all the meds he was taking from the cancer and all these things, because obviously we think a lot differently when we're teenagers, and you know, we're risk takers and thinking of things in a totally different way. So, you know, this guy's experienced so much. And, you know, he first went veggie and he was like a personal trainer, and then he realised that, you know, veganism was the way. And, you know, he like, when he decided to be vegan and not be bulimic anymore, basically, he did a whole year's silence for the animal and travelled around Australia, where he's from, and just to show that anyone can be vegan. It's easily done. You can be on the move and on the go and still do it, and also being silent for the animals. Wow, I'm getting chills just talking about it. Check out some of his stuff, because he does open up about his journey and his experience. I'm kind of paraphrasing everything down, but really look into it, because he's doing amazing things, and he's into like meditation and stuff like that, and that's really helped his life as well. So I find that really inspiring, and he's just done so much. And like, I think it's this year he's found, or maybe last year, I don't know, but anyway, he has a girlfriend, Carly, and she's fucking amazing too, and like those two together are such a beautiful, amazing couple, showing people what a real relationship should look like. They're very sharing with, you know, their stuff, and telling people of how, you know, to work through things and challenge each other in a relationship, and, you know, grow and develop together. And, you know, it's not all sunshine all the time. You've got to challenge each other and bring out these things that you maybe couldn't bring out in yourself. And like, also they like uplift and guide and shine each other up, and like, oh, they're just fucking beautiful, beautiful people. So yeah, and Gary Yourofsky, you've got to check out Gary Yourofsky, because he's sort of come away from activism now. He says he's leaving it to us younger generation to do, but he takes no shit, man. Like, check out his stuff. There's a thing called the best speech you'll ever hear. Type that into YouTube. That's Gary Yourofsky, and he is a badass. He just says it like it is, no messing around. You can't argue with him either, but it's a total opposite approach to James Aspey. But you still can't argue with the guy, and I'd love to have that approach, just not taking any crap from anybody. So yeah, big up Gary Yourofsky, because he's talking about all this stuff way before all of us were. Yeah, so definitely check that out. So, what have we been through? All the stuff. More books to check out. So I said about How Not to Die. That's a good book. Also another good book I've got is Beyond Beliefs by Melanie Joy, and that's sort of how to build relationships between vegans and non-vegans, from both sides. So yeah, that's really helpful. I need to read more of it. I guess I get a bit stubborn sometimes, and I'm like, I'm too busy trying to save things to read about how to pander to the needs of people that seem to not care. But that's obviously why I need to read the book more. What I've read so far has been really helpful and really good, and I need to like flesh out that compassion a bit, because you can kind of get stuck in the bubble when you're doing lots of activism and you're seeing all the animals really sad and down and all this terrible stuff, then, and like watching Dominion, then it sort of gives you a more take no shit kind of attitude, but then that might not help progress. So we need to always be thinking, how can we progress veganism? What am I doing? What am I saying? Is it helping to uplift the movement and push it further forward, or is it hindering it? You know, we need to like be on top of our emotions. I know we all make mistakes, and you know, we're all not perfect, but we all need to always be honing our skills. So it's always good to read as much as we can, and, you know, watch these activists and watch the documentaries to really gain the knowledge, so we can do things with conviction, and we can have knowledge on our side and know what we're on about and know what we're doing in our lives, you know. It really does help. Another good book is the China Study. So that they talk about that in Forks Over Knives. So that's a really good documentary to watch. And the China study is the biggest study ever on like nutrition and stuff, a scientific study. And I think that was like, yeah, but yeah, that's really good. So other things to check out viva.org. I think they're doing some great stuff. They have lots of help and resources on becoming vegan or ditching dairy and dairy scary and stuff like that. And you know, they do some great journalism, getting out there and seeing what's going on and helping to speak for the animals, really, and helping people become vegan. So Viva have done loads and they're great. Love you, Viva. What other stuff in help becoming vegan? I'm trying to think back to before I went vegan and what I really needed help with. So maybe like vitamin D, if we live in England, vitamin D spray you can get, and make sure it's vegan because D3 isn't always vegan. Sometimes it comes from sheepskin, so you want to try and, well, make sure you get the vegan version of things. And also B12. B12 is the only thing we can't get from plants. It is a bacteria. It's fortified in a lot of foods, so nutritional yeast has a lot in, but you need to have it 3 times a day to get the right amount. I've just got this lovely spray. It's called Vegain. Oh, it's never in focus, this thing. Vegain. You can find them online. You just do 1 spray a day. Organic peppermint flavour. And so yeah, B12, we used to get it from like when we picked fruit off trees and drank from fresh streams and things like that. But now we're so like overly sanitized in our civilized society that there's none about. Like even people who eat meat only get it because the animals are given B12 supplements. So yeah, this is great stuff. So you just do 1 spray a day, and this lasts for like 5 months, I think. Yeah, or 3 months. I think it was 3 months. At least 3 months, I think it was. But yeah, 1 spray a day, and it's quite red. I can do a spray now because I need to do my day. And just like that, done. Got my B12 for the day. And yeah, all good, nice and easy. And so that helps with like aiding sleep and stopping fatigue and things like that. So we need to make sure we've got our B12, or you can get anemia if you're not getting enough B12. So it's said that everyone should be taking B12 supplements, basically, whether you eat meat or not. So yeah, it really helps. Vitamin D has helped me loads as well. And I get everything in spray because the tablets aren't that great with the binding, and we absorb it better with the sprays. And it's more zero waste. You can reuse the spray bottles afterwards for other things. So yeah, that's it on the nutrition front. Just download Dr. Gregor's Daily Dozen app because I didn't really know what to eat before that. Well, I knew what to eat, but I didn't know how to get all the right nutrients. I was just trying to make things as colourful as possible, which helps as well. We need a variety of colours and be getting like grains and pulses and legumes and, you know, veggies, greens, fruits. There's an abundance, you know, with over 85,000 different edible plants. There's so much to choose from. So yeah, another thing, it's good to join some different groups on Facebook or things like that, different vegan groups. That's really helped me before I'd made any vegan friends, to sort of know what was going on, know about any events or things like that. So there's like different animal saves that you can join, or Cuba Truths or things if you want to join activism groups. But there's also just like I'm part of Sheffield Vegans and Vegetarians, and also part of Sheffield Vegans group. And Kind Compassionate Vegans is a great group that really helped me when I first started joining groups on Facebook. There's some lovely people on there. But there's loads of different vegan groups on Facebook, basically. So you can join one that suits you, and it really helps to connect with others. Like, you need a good support network with other vegans to help guide us through this carnist world, because it can be hard in ways, you know, you're seeing all dead bodies everywhere and on advertisements and all things like that. But the thing that really gets me through and makes it a lot easier is having vegan friends. So it is a must. You know, we need people in our lives that are caring and compassionate and understand what we're going through. Anything else? Okay, honey is not vegan. I didn't know that when I'd first gone vegan. It wasn't until after being vegan a bit. So yeah, honey's not vegan. There's also different E-numbers and things that aren't vegan, like cochineal, red cochineal. That's a cochineal beetle. But there's other ones as well, and different things to look. I think like lanolin, or is it lanolin or lanolin? One of them is like sheep's fur or sheep's wool from that. So there's lots of things to look out for. Some things mean feathers, and they'll give it different names. So when we're buying processed foods, like, you might have to check the labels on things a little bit, but things are getting labelled a lot better now. So look on the Vegan Society, because I think they have a list of different things on there that aren't vegan. You can also download different apps that tell you what to look out for. Like, there's so much help and resources out there. But yeah, definitely check out the Vegan Society. That has a great article about why honey is not vegan, which I found really helpful. You know, because they cull all the bees afterwards. They snip their wings off. You know, they take the royal jelly out of the bees, or, you know, they do different horrible things to the little bees. So yeah, and vegan is also, you know, not having any animal products to wear as well, or for entertainment. But if you're not quite there yet, you know, it takes steps. So it's been slowly as I've got rid of all my leather and different things like that. If you've got any fur, it's good to donate that to different animal sanctuaries and things. So then when they rescue animals, then they can have that as comfort, you know, some warm fur to cuddle up to for like orphaned animals. So I just gave all my leather and stuff to charity shops. Although one friend did buy me a leather-bound book for Christmas or birthday or something last year. So that was quite funny, or not funny. I just donated it straight away. So yeah, maybe clue people up on gifts of what to get you. So yeah, but don't feel overwhelmed, basically. Just take it in steps. Start with food first, if that's what you need to do. You know, it's not about being perfect. It isn't that at all. It's not strict. It's not like that. It's about causing the least amount of harm. So just remember that. Don't get overwhelmed or stressed or give up. Never give up. If you're struggling with what to eat and you're not feeling good, then just change what you're eating within the vegan diet. Like I say, there's 85,000 different types of edible plant, and if you're craving something, maybe you're craving the type of nutrients that's in there, and you just need to change it up a bit. So download Dr. Gregor's Daily Dozen app, and you cannot go wrong. And the Chronometer as well, you can download that to type in to see what calories and what nutrients you're getting from each thing. That's really helpful. So yeah, just don't give up or be too hard on yourself. Like, you can do this, you know. It takes 21 days to break a habit or make a habit, and it is doable. And so some more things when you first go vegan. When I first did Veganuary, I had a lot of gas, and I was like farting loads, and yeah, it was crazy. But it's not like that now. You don't you don't continue that. It's just while like the bacteria in your gut is changing and your body's getting used to this new diet, then you can be a bit more gassy having all this fibre and fruit and veg. But it doesn't stay like that. That passed very quickly. Excuse the pun. Right, that passed very quickly, and I'm not like that now. Actually, I digest food so much better now, and I'm never bloated or stuff like that, you know. I don't get gassy and things like that anymore. And like my skin's cleared up, so many benefits to being vegan health wise. And like I know like the weight just drops off really quickly. So remember that when you're eating vegan, there's less calories in the food, so you need to eat more. So that's where a lot of people go wrong and they feel hungry or different things like that. You just need to have bigger portions of things, and eat filling foods. But there's loads of blogs and videos and all sorts of things, so check out on YouTube. There's lots of recipes and things, lots of different so Avant-Garde Vegan, he's awesome to follow. He does some amazing recipes. So check him out on YouTube, some delicious stuff there. There's loads of stuff out there, so just have a look. Yeah, you don't need to take loads of supplements and things. You can get all this through the food. It's only B12 you need to take as a supplement, and I say vitamin D for anyone who lives in colder climates. So like the UK, we don't get much sunshine, so vitamin D is good. Loads of people are deficient, but make sure you get the vegan version because you don't want all that dairy in there fucking with your body. So yeah, so well done for wanting to do Veganuary. Big up yourself. It's a beautiful, amazing thing. It'll be the best choice you've ever made. And if you have any questions or need any help or guidance in becoming vegan, you know, just give me a shout, give me a message, or can like follow me on Facebook, give me a message on there, or on Instagram, or on here. It's all good. Happy to help anyone transitioning to being vegan, or help anyone anyway, in any way. But yeah, it's such a beautiful journey and it's a beautiful decision to make, and you're helping yourself, you're helping the animals and the environment, and that is brilliant. It's really awesome. So well done you. Yeah, I think I've covered everything to look out for. I'm not sure. I get brain fog and forget things. I'll try and remember all the links of things to put at the bottom. But if not, just pause it or run back or watch it again. But yeah, you can find all the things that I've spoken about. There's a lot that I've covered, so it's going to be hard to remember links to everything. So yeah, good luck, and I know you can do it. Like, you have the power within you. We all do, and we can all create a better world together. And I'm so excited for you trying Veganuary, and so excited for anyone watching who's already vegan. Well done. Big up yourself. Big up everyone. Like, I think it's like someone joining Veganuary every 8 seconds or something like that. Like, so loads of people have signed up. The other day it was like 10,000 people in one day. So that's brilliant. But yeah, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Check out my other videos. Like, I really appreciate your presence and you being here. And yes, make sure you check out all the things. And yeah, good luck in being vegan. And I love you so much. The animals love you so much. I know you can do it. It's the best choice ever. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being vegan, or for even just being interested in it. It's a beautiful journey, and we're all here backing you. You know, you're going to be on the right side of history, so well done you. So yeah, please like and subscribe. Love you loads, guys. Thank you for watching. Much appreciated. Love, light, and abundance, and willpower to smash the system and make it vegan and make the world green and create peace and abundance and light and love for everyone. Mwah. Love you. Peace. Bye.